What's good, y'all? This is video 2. Thank you for coming back and, just being a part of this journey with me. If you haven't seen part one, if you haven't seen the first video, it is up. It's right before this one. But I just want to get into my why, like in a deeper way, why I'm here, what happened to me. I want to share I want to share different small aspects of what happened to me so y'all know why I'm here. I'm not just here for shits and giggles. I'm not here to waste nobody's time. I'm here to help y'all heal. And that's what it is, because nobody helped me heal. I had to save myself. Nobody showed me the way. Nobody gave me, a blueprint or anything like that. And I want to help other people bypass all the time that I spent trying to figure it out. And so I'm here because I really want people to heal. Too many people are walking around fucking sad and depressed and shit, that they holding on to shit that they don't need to carry. And so that's part of the reason why I was so depressed and sad as a kid, is because I was walking around holding on to a bunch of trauma and toxicity and old people's opinions of me and old experiences and just all this shit that was weighing me down so heavy, to the point where, and I felt already so heavy as a child that, I didn't want to exist as a child. Like like I've shared in the previous video, I didn't want to be here. Like I didn't want to be in my skin. I didn't want to be experiencing life as myself. I remember being as little as 2nd or 3rd grade, wishing that I was somebody else, literally like ruminating on this other person, obsessed with them because I wanted to be them. Like I wanted to be anybody but me. Like I did not give a damn about what it had to do with this person that is speaking right now. I was not interested, because that's, the feedback I got from the world is that, you're not interested. We're not interested. And so I just carried on that same energy. Like, oh, well, I don't know. Like obviously it took me a while to get there, but I had already experienced a lot of sadness, a lot of grief, a lot of things that already just made me feel like, what? It probably is me. It probably is me. I believed it was me. Even though I'm 7, 8, 9 years old, like thinking it's me, thinking I'm the problem. So, but depression and anxiety and suicidal ideations from a young age, just really, once you've been dealing with that as a little kid, it just feels normal. And for whoever else has a similar experience, it is not normal, okay? We're gonna break the cycle of you normalizing being sad, being depressed, having anxiety, not trusting yourself, not believing in the future, not believing in the world. Like, I was so depressed that I literally never planned a future for myself. I did not think I was going to live past the age of 18. I did not think that I was going to live past the age of 23. I never planned a wedding. I never planned, I wanted to have kids, but like the only main goals I ever had in my life from the ages of 8 to adulthood was losing weight, number one goal, and getting a college degree. And the college degree was only to please my family, not because I wanted that. I was high functioning depressed. I didn't give a damn about school. But I felt like, oh, well, if I do that, maybe I'll get more acceptance. Maybe I'll get more approval. And most of us are walking around trying to do shit to prove something or gain approval from somebody. And you don't need no approval from nobody. But we'll get into that later. I just want, people to understand, like, I've been there, I've been to the deepest depths of darkness, to where I physically couldn't move my body, having a mental breakdown to where I'm just stuck, physically stuck, I could not function. I've had periods of time where I was so depressed that, obviously I self-harmed. There's periods of time where I, would either overly indulge in food or I would severely restrict my food. Everything was really extreme for me. It was never just like, okay, like, let's try this. It was like all or nothing right now. Either all of this or all of that. Either you're all of this or all of that. It's like I gave myself no room for growth. I gave myself no room for mistakes. I expected myself to be perfect, even though I didn't even know what perfect was. I didn't know how to function as a person, let alone as a perfect person. And I didn't even want to be in my own body. So it's so crazy to think about how much pressure I put on myself to perform and to be someone. And I didn't even have the foundation. And that's where most people are faltering, because most people have shaky foundations. Most people don't even have a real solid idea of who they are. They're too worried about being somebody that they're not, or pleasing somebody that they want to keep in their life, or whatever. The list goes on and on. But, I have been my own worst enemy all my life. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't trust myself. I didn't respect myself. I couldn't make a decision for myself. I would literally give people the shirt off my fucking back to let them stay. Even somebody that just fucking did me dirty. Because I loved them so much, and I had these rose-colored lenses like, nobody wants me, nobody cares about me, so I must keep the people who are here, even if they're treating me bad, even if I'm sad, even if that means that I have to sacrifice my mental health or my well-being or whatever the fuck. I gotta keep them because nobody else wants me. Nobody else is coming around. This is the only chance I have to be loved. This is the only chance I have to have a friend, to be liked. This is the only chance. My only chance. So I literally rejected. I did self-reject as well, but I literally played myself in so many situations because I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted somebody to choose me, to make me a priority, to be like, hey girl, I got you. To be like, you're my girl, you're my person, I love you. I'm a stand. You see me? I ain't going nowhere. And I was willing to do whatever it took to get to that point. Literally abandoning my whole self. My codependency levels were so bad. My attachment issues were so bad. Just everything about me, personally as a human, not anybody else outside of me, was just all the way off because I completely abandoned me. Like I said, I was not interested in me. I was not interested in what was going on with me. I didn't fucking care. Because I was like, as long as I get love from this outside entity, this outside person, this outside experience, whatever the fuck, because it didn't matter what it was. I was trying to get love from God. I was trying to get love from people. I was trying to get love from, if I join this sport, or maybe if I join this club, trying to fit in, because I never felt like I belonged anywhere. And in the process of trying so hard for the external to accept me, I completely rejected the real me, the internal. So I had my spiritual awakening in 2020. So I spent all my life up until the last 6 years not fucking with me on the deepest level possible. The deepest level possible. I literally lived for other people. I spent my life. My brother had children. One of my brothers had children when I was still a child. And so one of my nieces was born when I was in 7th grade. The other one was born when I was in 9th grade. And the moment that first niece was born when I was in 7th grade, she became my reason to live. She was my reason to live. So I already, in middle school, which is the age where you're really starting to try to figure out who the fuck you are, what you actually like. There's so much pressure from, your peers and stuff, but that's where your discovery is starting. The first, real discovery is starting outside of your parents really, giving you the whole breakdown of what you're supposed to do. You get more freedom, a little bit more freedom in middle school. And I was too worried about living for somebody else. I was not worried about me at all. At all. So the cycles that I was going through were just completely self-abandoning, complete self-rejection. I did not love myself. When I went to therapy for the first time, I was told, write down a list of the things that, you love about yourself. I could not write down more than maybe 3 things for years. Because I genuinely did not love or like nothing about myself for most of my life. I did not put myself first in any way. I did not make choices that were going to benefit myself. I did not have dreams. I did not have desires. All I wanted outside of losing weight, getting that college degree, was, someone. I didn't want to go through life alone, so I just wanted someone, anyone. I used to pray, please, anyone. I just want anyone. Never again, because I've learned my lessons from praying for anybody. But the point is, this video is going to be a part 2 probably, because it's a little long already. I might just split this video in 2. But yes, this video getting a little long, so I'm gonna make a part 2.